How's it going, YouTube? Immortal Dragon Lord here, once again bringing you another Far Harbor Fallout 4 rare guide. And this time I am in the settlement of Acadia, the home of Dima and all of his synths, and also the location where you find Kasumi Nakano. If you don't know where the location is, it's right here on the map, for those of you who are just starting it. Now, it's actually southwest of, frog in my throat. Southwest of Far Harbor itself, but you don't need to worry about the location because as part of the main story, you will have to speak to Old Longfellow in order to get to this location. So, yeah, it's really not much more to say to that. So with that said, moving on to the weapons. First thing about them. You'll have to first speak to Dima in order to unlock this area, remain friendly with them for the time being, and then once you do, there are two weapons this time, so twofer, however you want to say it. What you first want to do is find this fellow right here.
Want to buy something or what?
A synth who goes by the name Dejin, or Dejin, I don't know how his name is pronounced.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
It's not much, but it's the best I
But, yeah, right there, D-E-J-E-N. I'm not buying anything, because I already purchased the weapons. What is with this throat? Yeah. If you don't know where he is, he's just gonna be roaming around the second level. So if you don't find him again in one particular location, you'll find him again in another. But he has two weapons he sells you. The first one is a unique flamethrower called Sergeant Ash. Showing you how the weapon works right now. So for its effect, fire in the corner. 20% chance to cripple the target's leg. I gotta be honest about this. Aside from the legendary drops you get off of super mutants and gunners, and even now the creatures and enemies in Far Harbor, until now there was not a set location for a unique flamer. I don't know how it would normally be said. I like calling it flamethrower though. So this is the first official one in a set location that you can actually buy, and I actually do like that a lot because. And it doesn't have a terrible effect either. 20% chance to cripple the target's leg may seem like it's like very, very slim, and to be honest, it kind of is. But the harvester video I did a couple videos ago. I don't know what's going on today. That video, the principle applies. It doesn't deal a whole lot of damage, and the effect is very unlikely to happen, but because it's such a fast-paced weapon, in this case a fast-firing or spitting weapon, the chances of the crippling effect happening greatly increase.
You want to buy something or what?
I do not, Dejin. So it's actually not a bad weapon. Whether I want to use this for my current character or one of my newer characters, or rather my second character, because I haven't really made any other characters other than this. Aside from one that
one day, I'm gonna get out
I just
there and see the rest of the world.
Don't really care for. But I'll use this weapon at some point. So, under the modifications for the weapon.
You want to buy something or what?
There are no requirements for the standard or the napalm tank, but you do get superior damage from the latter. No requirements for the standard or the long barrel, but the latter does provide increased reach. So that's always nice. For the propellant tanks, you get your standard, your large propellant, and huge propellant tank. No requirements for these. The only thing about this is the weight will increase, but you will also be able to get additional ammo capacity, but you also get inferior reload speed, so keep that in mind. And then for the nozzle, no requirements for the standard, compression, or vaporization nozzle. You could use the standard nozzle if you like. You could even change it to the vaporization nozzle. However, you'll notice with each of the nozzles under the range category, the damage may increase, but the range of the weapon itself goes down. So that's a downside. But if you want to have some increased damage and don't want to use the standard nozzle, I recommend the compression nozzle. It's still a very small amount of range, but it's not as small as the vaporization nozzle. It's all up to you, but that's personally my recommendation. But aside from that, there are no requirements for this weapon whatsoever, so if you're one of those people who likes using a big gun, and you like flamethrowers, then this is a weapon for you. And moving on to the second and last weapon. This is the unique lever-action rifle called Old Reliable. Once again, this weapon can also be purchased off Dejan along with Sergeant Ash. Both of these are not really expensive, especially if you have a very high amount of caps like I do. So, yeah, really no problem feeling that. Alright, so the effect of this weapon, shoots an additional projectile. Now, for those of you who have not seen my video on Rockville Slugger, Old Faithful, and the Big Boy Fat Man launcher, the latter being the Fat Man launcher, then please look that up and you'll know what I'm talking about. For those of you that have seen it, you should know that to shoot an additional projectile, for Big Boy, you fire one mini nuke, or two mini nukes rather, for the price of one shot. One nuke alone. The same principle applies with Old Reliable. You use bullets this time, and also keep in mind this weapon uses a new type of ammunition called, referred to as the 45-70 caliber bullets. Those are kind of expensive to acquire, however, so be mindful of that. You can buy them off merchants or vendors who sell that particular ammo, or ammo in general, as well as finding them off of trappers and maybe some chests and foot lockers and such where they have that ammo in the trapper locations. But yeah. So yeah, I'll show off the weapon in a second, but what I'm first gonna do is show you guys the modifications for the weapon.
I can't wait to get out of here and travel.
So from the standard to the calibrated receiver, there are no requirements for it whatsoever. You just have to choose between critical shot damage, improved rate of fire, heavier, lighter weight, etc. The hardened receiver has better damage, but it requires rank 1 in the gun nut category. The powerful receiver provides superior damage, but this requires rank 3 in gun nut. And lastly, the calibrated powerful receiver provides superior damage and better critical shot damage and accuracy, whereas the advanced receiver provides exceptional damage and an improved rate of fire. Both do require rank 4 in the gun nut perk though. The short and long barrel have no requirements whatsoever aside from range, accuracy, recoil, and hip fire accuracy. The short ported barrel provides superior recoil but requires rank 2 in gun nut. And the long ported barrel requires rank 3 in gun nut, and this provides superior recoil, range, and sighted accuracy, but once again poor hip fire accuracy.
Acadia may not look like much from the outside, but it's all some of us have got.
People need to stop talking when I'm doing things like this. The short stock, well, no requirements. There's exceptional sighted accuracy, better aim, improved recoil and bash. Don't prefer the short stock though. It's not entirely effective when you get higher levels. Full stock, better accuracy, recoil, and bash. Rank 2 in gun nut. And rank 3 in gun nut for the marksman stock with exceptional sight accuracy, recoil, and aim with scopes with an improved bash. And for the scope, from the standard sight to the reflex dot sight, the dot reflex sight, there are no requirements, save for the resources listed here. The medium scope and the long scope both require rank 2 in gun nut, and I don't really need to tell you guys anything else. You know the difference when it comes to a medium and long scope. At least I would hope you would. The short night vision scope requires rank 2 in gun nut also, but you need rank 1 in science as well in order to make this. And then for the medium and night vision long scopes, long night vision scope rather, you also need rank 1 in science, but you also need to have 3 ranks in the gun nut perk as well, and obviously you get decent sighted range along with being able to see in the dark. Not useful during the day though. And lastly, the muzzle. No requirements for the muzzle. For a compensator, which is improved push shot recoil and recoil control, rank 2 in gun nut. And for the compensator, well, you need rank 3 in gun, and I don't really need to tell you this. You get exceptional recoil and your shots are silenced. Hence, yeah, so this is perfect for you sneaking types, you assassins, you hunters, in games like this, that kind of thing. So,
Well,
now I'll show you guys how the weapon works. Or how it fires.
Acadia may not
So this is how the weapon fires with the suppressor on.
look all some of us have got.
pretty cool too. And I'm also going to show you guys what it sounds like without the suppressor. I gotta kind of rush through this. Tried to make a video before and it went too long, and this is how it fires without the suppressor. And the thing about this weapon, even if you fire just one shot, the gun will reload as though you used all 5 bullets in the magazine. That's a little something to keep in mind for that. But otherwise,
telling myself,
this is a pretty effective weapon. Definitely a better weapon to use if you don't want to have something that's really overpowered, you want to be a silent type, and you also don't want to kill yourself in the process with a weapon that is otherwise fatal. And that's pretty much it for the video. So thank you all for watching. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you found this helpful and you enjoyed it at all. Just so you guys are aware, I will not be doing another Fallout 4 video for a while, because now, once this video is done, I'm going to be going straight back to Witcher 3 Wild Hunt so I can finally play the Blood and Wine DLC. Yes, I know, some people criticize, I haven't played it yet, but I've been so immersed, or whatever the word is, in Far Harbor, I couldn't put it down. That's going to change very shortly, though. So, also give a shout out if you like Witcher 3 at all. So, yeah, I'm really done. So thank you for watching once again. I'll see you back here in Far Harbor with this character, or Grace, my second character, once I'm through in Blood and Wine. But otherwise, bid you all adieu, and take care.